getting underway. Cooler versus Cypher is starting right now, right here on FACEIT TV. Spread the word. Here we are. Blood run to begin with, and we're off on Cooler's perspective. So, Stammy, take it away.
Cooler had, well, the red armor spawn. Well, red armor spawn, not really, but he went for the red armor, and he has a ray gun and a shaft, so he has the main weapons for this map, while Cypher, he has 100 armor, but he doesn't have a ray gun yet. But he picked up the shaft, which is always important, especially when you try to engage. Really great rockets from Cypher there, but Cooler still. I'm not really sure. I mean, he needs to pick up this red, and the Mega is gonna spawn soon. And Cypher taking the bottom area, we're gonna see him doing that a lot of times during this match, because he's one of those players like Toxic who really likes to get on the bottom of ZTN and take advantage of the guy picking up the red armor. So.
And things do start slow, but Cooler is pretty content, quite relaxed and chilled about being in such a terribly down position as he is currently finding himself in 100 armor, and he's listening. There it is. Great little rail there, and really what he's trying to do when he was there, and he got lucky by getting the chance to rail. And Cypher, nice, he hits another one.
Yeah,
he's just trying to get information mostly, but the rails are a massive bonus. Now he's like, wow, I hit 2 rails and didn't lose anything in the process. I gained armor, so now he knows he's on even footing, maybe even advantage. So he doesn't even have to jump for this red, and Cypher coming through that teleporter's not in the best position ever. So this could go well for Cooler. How is he going to play this one?
Well, I think Cooler just going to wait and try to do as much damage as possible, but Cypher there, well, I did a little move to go and pick up the shards, with made him lose the position advantage, and Cypher just jumped in the red and then strafed on the right side, so he couldn't get hit by Cooler's rail. And I think Cypher now is in a better spot, and he's gonna do a lot of damage to Cooler now.
Cooler.
Nice defense.
Wow.
Rockets, crazy.
Oh, he jumps, he goes for it, and Cooler goes for the LG engagement. It's not much though to be done. He's pretty weak, and it's not super ideal. But look at the rockets and the grenade. A 1, 2, and a 3.
200 damage right there in a matter of seconds. And now he has to be careful because he's railable. And the Mega is gonna spawn in 4 seconds, and the red armor in 2. But this move, Cypher with 2 great rails. So right now Cypher might go for the Mega ult as well, but he knows that Cooler's probably spawned a rocket launcher, which he did because this is really common on ZTN, and that was just great from Cypher. He's aiming perfectly. Man, so much damage with that ray gun.
Yeah, that's not pretty. Oh, and again, and there it is, insta-giving his opponent Cooler there with that rail shot. Bit of overkill, but 3 minutes in, and the action is high octane as he jumps across for the red. Does get his way out of there. Cooler dealing damage from below. He knows that Cypher is screaming, but I don't know if he understands he's on 200 armor. It's very misleading sometimes when you're chasing a guy down. He's just screaming. You're like, why won't he die? I don't understand. But finally, Cypher does pick up the 50, so he can use all that armor pretty much, and things are looking much more safe and sound for the Belarusian, as he does here. The pickup of Cooler, he knows where he's coming from, but he's not quite ready for it. And Cooler, some good damage there, but his position, his stack is still so weak. Oh, the 25 is picked up by Cypher mid-fight, and the LG just barely saving him. 11 points of health remaining on Cypher there. That was so insanely close. And Cooler, he knows that he could have a follow-up here off the spawn. Everything's spawning.
Yeah, but the main issue is that Cooler only has a plasma gun and a shaft that he probably Cypher or him left at the plasma gun room. So he picked up the red armor, Cypher picked up the Mega. I think it's quite even at the moment. Well,
it is pretty even right now, and Cooler, he's 2 frags behind. He's got loads of time to work with. He is, it's in the name. The guy is cool. He's very cool. Cool, calm and collected. He's got this. He's got 200 armor, Mega spawning. He needs to make the play for this. This is going to be really interesting to see how this turns out. And actually, where is Cypher? Is he going to challenge for this? It's not even in sight. I mean, we had a grenade. Oh my god, and he gives his position away with the jump pad there. And Cooler now, 200-200. And this is pretty sick. All of a sudden, Cooler has managed to string together some crazy item pickups, and he goes to the drop. I don't think he meant to do that.
No, I think it did because I guess he's a little bit tired of Cypher just standing on the bottom floor, and it's something that works very well on this map because Cypher most of the times you will see him either going for red when he's 100% sure that he can pick it up, and if he fights he's gonna win it, or otherwise he's just gonna go on the bottom floor and do as much damage as possible because, well, you do much damage on the bottom floor to the guy jumping to the red and probably even taking that red away from him than the guy jumping on the red because it's much harder for him to aim on the bottom floor. So Cypher with another kill at Mega, they exchanged a couple of rockets, but Cypher had the best out of it. So Cypher, I think this is quite even. I think Cooler's gonna go for the Mega and Cypher is gonna go for the red armor.
And there it is. He's patiently waiting for the grenades to just like stop. The end of the grenades streaming down there. Finally, and Cypher gonna get caught. Oh. That's so bad. Look at the LG from Cooler there. That's really, really perfect. And Cypher's so weak at this point. And Cooler, how did he manage to pull that one off? And Cypher, it's the day is not done just yet, but there we go. Cooler putting in the final blows, the killing blows into Cypher. That was crazy. Cypher got caught out of position now, but oh my god, the machine gun.
Yeah, he only has 6 cells. That's quite a little bit unfortunate for Cooler now, because he's gonna be late for to pick up this Mega ult. And let's see, Cypher is gonna spawn this. He's gonna take this yellow and this Mega ult. So that should have been a turning point for Cooler. And unfortunately it's not, because Cypher, look at him, he plays so aggressive and he does so much damage with the shaft. He always knows when to get Cooler out of not out of position, but always with the wrong weapon out, and deals so much damage. So
yeah, things are not looking good for Cooler now. He's really running out of time, and I mean, the thing is he has engineered some insane situations, ambushes, and if he can keep doing that, you can't count him out of this one. And the grenades are being a little bit annoying. And there you go. That's the kind of damage, the free damage, that can really change everything. That Cooler can then go, okay, I did free damage and I picked something up. That kind of puts me a little bit ahead or a bit even. I can go for it. And here it is. Oh,
Cypher
he always comes back for that shot, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, his defensive aim has been top-notch through the whole ZTN game, and he's always been hitting the shots. And Cooler with that plasma gun, I don't think he did as much.
Oh man, as much damage. That's so nice. That just, there it is. It just ends it all for Cooler.
Yeah, it's still 4 frags at the end. It's doable. There is still 2 minutes on the clock left, which is good. But Cypher has pretty strong control. Cooler only 100, but no shaft, no rockets, no rail.
But he's Cooler.
He's Cooler, yeah. He's
Cooler. Let's see if he can do it. 2 minutes left. So the time is running out for Cooler. And Cypher, you know, if he can manage to go through the groups undefeated, that's going to be really, really amazing for him. And he's looking great as far as execution goes. He's playing very, very strongly at the moment, and his form is formidable. And there you go, going to take down Cooler again. That should be game right there.
Probably, yeah, because he's dealing so much damage. Cooler spawn on the rocket launcher again, and he gets at least 2 spawn frags here. I mean, Cypher won this map. It's getting another frag now for sure. I think it was quite equal for a long time.
Yeah,
then
it was.
Cypher just
unleashed the beast.
Yeah, unleashed
the beast from the east. But then they're all from the east. There are many beasts from the east in this tournament. It's pretty nuts. The Russian scene is so strong. It's in Quake, and it always has been. It's quite amazing, really. And look at these rails.
The whole Eastern European scene has always been great since the early 2000s to today. Always develop awesome players to watch with great styles, and even if they sometimes look quite similar, it's usually only the basic things that are quite the same. Then each of them created their own style, their own way to play the game. So it's great.
Yeah, most certainly. So it looks like Cypher's going to take Blood Run, and that means we're going to move on to a lost world.
Yeah.
And that's going to be...
And Cooler, I mean, really needs a victory if he wants to feel a little bit less pressure on passing these group stages. But Cypher, beside the first map that he played, is looking really strong.
Yeah.
60% railgun, while Cooler 46. He has a 31% shaft, but with a lot of spam. So good stats, good stats.
I mean, it really does show it. I mean, you have, of course, Cypher in that position right at the start against Demon, who's on fire, and it's like, okay, Cypher's got to keep his stuff together right now, and he'll be fine. And you can see, like, he is actually in really good shape, but just, it really goes to show how debilitating it is when you get someone who just hits you like Demon was hitting him there. He really couldn't do anything. But the thing about that is it's incredibly difficult to be that guy, to be Demon in that game every match, every map. It's so difficult to do that. So, I mean, we're going to see now. Oh, actually, we have Toxicity. There we go. And this is going to be really tough for...
Who picked it? Cypher?
Cooler. I have no idea who picked this one.
Yeah, this is a weird pick, really. But I guess Cypher feels confident if he picked it up after beating Demon so convincing. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. But here we go on Cooler. He does get the Mega off the spawn. And, Cypher's been hitting so well today that I can really see this favoring him. But let's see if Cooler's going to have the metal to deal with Cypher here on Toxicity. So here we go. We've got the second red coming up very soon. Cooler's in position to kind of deal with it. That rocket's... Oh, man, Cooler's in a lot of trouble right now. Really, really painful. I don't think he can get out of here alive. There is a lightning gun. And that's going to be the end of Cooler. And the first frag to Cypher. Is Cypher going to get the same kind of start as he did against Demon? That would be so hard to watch.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to pick up this Mega as well. He's been... well, he played perfect. He missed it. He missed the Mega and he missed the jump. So, but it's not going to be late for this red. He's going to put himself in a great spot. Cooler is just probably waiting down there, trying to get Cypher when he jumps down to that red, which is probably the best way to approach it, and trying to steal the yellow. Cypher picks up the red with no damage from Cooler, and he's gonna go on and pick this yellow as well, and then slowly go into the Mega Alt area.
Yeah, so here we have Cypher creeping around the corner, trying to catch a Cooler. We've got Mega and red spawning soon, so he's got to maintain position. He's doing just that, but he's going to be a little bit liberal. He knows that. Oh wow, great rail there, and looking to hit more and maybe secure a frag, but he's done enough. He's going to pick up another Mega. He can take it. There he goes. He does manage to pick it up. Yellow's up on the spot. Cypher's trying to work his angles.
Wow,
there it is.
There it is. So good.
Beautiful there. And he's still looking for more though, but he's in a position where he's hit some rails. He can just keep taking big items, because Cooler, if he does this, he's going to die. I mean, he ran out of ammo, he died. And now Cypher can keep just running, cycling items, keeping position. He doesn't have to go for frags at this point, especially on a map like this. The angles
but I think Cooler is looking to slow down the game as much as possible, since Cypher had a pretty solid stack, and try to don't get frag too much. And then when he has, a decent stack, try to do as much damage as possible, and then after dying, rush Cypher and try to get the kill, because it's so easy on this map to really to get the kill. So for example, right now Cypher has 128 health, so Cooler could just go on and get a weapon and rush him and try to steal the frag. So this rail was good for Cypher, but at the same time it didn't really take away the 50 armor from Cooler, and Cooler is in a position where, oh my god, he shouldn't have dropped down. It could have been good for him.
Yeah, and he does manage to steal the Mega right from under Cypher's nose. A risky move, but one that could pay dividends if he's able to capitalize. But Cypher, he keeps just stinging Cooler at long range with that railgun of his, and that's really crippling.
We can see he has 40% railgun accuracy right now, so his ray gun, it's working pretty well. It worked well on ZTN, and now it's working well on Toxicity, and it's showing us how strong he can be on this map. I guess he played very well, even if he had a good start against Demon, and now he's playing really well against Cooler. Really solid gameplay, always at the right items, always hitting the important shots, never making many mistakes, never taking too much damage. So it's working pretty well for him, and I think he can extend his lead even more because look, he has the Mega still that has to spawn. He's hitting all these rockets. I think Cooler by now is getting quite frustrated because he's not missing any armor.
No,
He even went on now to pick up the upper yellow, so now he has the lower yellow to take, then he has the Mega health, and then he has the red armor, and he's not like it's hitting every shot. This is crazy. I mean, it's playing very, very well.
This is classic Cypher as well, where he just can steamroll anyone.
I think this map matches Cypher style so well because he can be so aggressive when he wants, and his aim is always really good. So it's just playing perfectly with it.
It's really true. I mean, the guy is really amazing at the momentum game. Like, he's someone who you watch him, and when he hits his groove, it just looks effortless as he like flows through the map, almost doing things that you should never be able to do, like crazy rails, just making it look like it's completely natural. And that is Cypher, and this is definitely a map where if you have flow, you're gonna be having a good time on Toxicity. And there you go, 11-12 to -1. Cooler is surely done right now. I mean, I cannot see him coming out of this situation alive.
Well, it's only 5 minutes, and if Cypher managed to get all this frag, why Cooler couldn't, but still, I don't see Cypher losing the control right now anytime soon because he's been playing so perfectly, and it's so solid too. So it's just getting more and more frags. It's quite crazy. I think I got a feeling that he picked up this map, and he's feeling really comfortable on this.
Yeah, and here we have Cypher still. He hasn't died yet, but this could be a lot of damage for Cooler at the very least to try to set himself up to kill Cypher. There it is. It's coming soon, but unable to finish the job. Cypher will escape with his life, but there comes Cooler back for round number 2, and Cypher does manage to escape once again. So really, it's so hard to frag him, and Cooler there finally does get him, but the problem is that he's got 29 health left, and Cypher survived for so long that the red is up, and it just takes one rail now, and there it is, and Cooler goes down, and he gets one frag, but you can see all it really did was just get him out the minuses, and didn't really have much more of an impact than that, as now Cypher's in a much better position than Cooler was, and has the red. He's going to be on the Mega, it's got a good position, has everything but the LG weapon-wise, so he's sitting pretty right now. Yeah,
and I mean, Cooler doesn't really have many openings now because Cypher has always been so careful. Right now, look, it just went for the red armor. Yeah, it made a small mistake, and Cooler got the frag now, but until he didn't miss one jump, he basically didn't take any damage from Cooler, and that's impressive because the red armor area usually you do a lot of damage there, either with shaft or with railgun or with rocket launcher from the top. So it's 3 minutes left. I gotta believe that Cypher can run the clock even if he starts not taking any armor anymore. He just needs a weapon and he can just keep hiding. That was a little rocket launcher that unfortunately didn't work out for him, and great rocket.
Wow, just two rockets straight in the face. So Cypher making it all look so easy. 17-2 right now. Isn't it charged into Cooler again? It's rockets, more rockets, rail, and the frag. So it's just not much more to say about this than the fact that Cypher's looking good, and you know, if his form is strong and like this strong on Toxicity, and we've seen him with a very strong Cure game as well, he's really looking very good for actually winning today's tournament. His shape right now looks like tournament winning shape. And remember, guys, if you are if you want to have a chance to be one of the lucky winners to win a month of Unlimited on FACEIT.com, then you can go to FACEIT Community, our Facebook page, and you can put in the comments there and guess who you think is going to win. Right now it's looking like Cypher. Just a little tip right there.
Yeah, I mean,
but who knows?
well, he demolished this group, I gotta say, but
We haven't seen.
I don't remember if you can remove maps on a best of 5. I guess not, because it's a best of 5 with 5 maps. So I think Cypher has the chance to play in toxicity every game, and if you can keep this style, this level, it's gonna be hard for people to beat him here. But I'm looking forward to see players like Toxic or Evil that have quite a strong aim, and see how Cypher can manage to play, against them.
That will be quite interesting. We can see, Demon kind of demolished Cypher on the only map that Cypher looked weak today, and it was just because of aim. So let's see if that can, maybe serve as a weak point of Cypher. But the thing is, maybe Cypher, it could also be a respect thing as well. Maybe he doesn't expect Demon to really, let's say he's playing as Toxic or Evil, so I'm sure Cypher's gonna expect to get hit like he was getting hit against Demon, whereas against Demon he doesn't expect it. And expectation can really play a lot in the mental game as well, and your decisions as well. Against Demon he made those choices, but against Evil and Toxic maybe he wouldn't have done that rush. So that's really an interesting point. And Cypher there with 2-0 over Cooler, that's very, very strong. And so definitely we're going to be seeing, I think, more and more strong games from Cypher throughout today. He's looking the best in Group A so far. So again, check out the competition on FACEIT Community on Facebook if you want to win 1 month of Unlimited. So there you go. We're going to go very shortly to a quick little break as well, as we have more matches coming up, and the action's only just begun. It's going to be a long day, and it's 13:37 right now.
Well, that's lead time.
Lead o'clock.
It's lead o'clock, so you guys enjoy, and we're going to go on a small break, right?
Yeah.